Okay, so I'm just going to start out the eyeshadow look today with Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which is just an eyeshadow primer. I do think that a primer makes a difference in keeping the shadows on throughout the day, especially if you have oily skin like I do. So I just put a small amount of primer on both eyelids. And then secondly, because I'm using a pigment, I'm going to be using this, it's sort of like a primer from LaSplash. It's a little bit tacky and it works great when you use pigments and loose shadows and glitters and things like that because it helps the shadows adhere to the lids and keeps them just where you want the pigments. So I got that at Ulta. And then I will be applying the Younique pigment in the color Angelic, which is just a really pretty pale yellow. It is a little bit shimmery, but it's not glittery, which I like. I don't really want actual glitter. I'm just using a flat brush from MAC, dipping it in the glitter, or not glitter, sorry, pigment, and then applying it just to my lid. I don't want to go up into the crease. And I found that it really helps to hold my brush vertically rather than horizontally. I used to always hold it horizontally, but then I would get the pigments up into the crease. So it's just a little thing, but it does make a difference. Then for the crease today, I'm using my favorite Naturally Pretty palette, and we'll be using the color Violet. That palette's by It Cosmetics. So I'm just using that on a small dome brush, which I love the size of this brush, but I don't love the way it moves my skin around on my lid. As you can probably see, it's kind of tugging on my skin, which obviously when we get older, our skin is more loose and certain brushes tend to really kind of pull that skin. So I wouldn't recommend this brush. It's by Bare Essentials. It's a perfect size for me. I do wish that it didn't tug on that delicate skin quite so much. So I'm just blending that violet color in the best that I can, which would probably be a little easier with a softer brush. And then I will be going in with a pencil brush, also from Bare Essentials, and I love this brush, with the Transforming Pearl color from that palette. And this color is actually the only one in the palette that is a little bit satiny or shimmery. The rest of the palette is all matte, and I love that about it. So I'm just applying that in the inner corners of my eyes. And then using a thin eyeliner brush, I'm going in with the color Iconic, which reads a little bit purple on camera, but it really is just a dark gray. And I'm just lining about halfway around my eyes on the top and the bottom. I personally don't like to use much liner, so the shadow works really well for me, and a lot of times I do wet my brush to give it a little more staying power. So then I'm just curling my lashes, and today I will be using my Colossal Volume by Maybelline mascara. I really like this mascara. I don't get any flaking from it, which is a miracle for me because almost all mascaras do flake on me. So that's pretty much the finished look. I just slowed down the camera here to give you a good look at the final look, and I do kind of wish it would have blended a little bit easier for me, but I really love the look of the yellow pigment blended with the purple. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. See you next time.